Are you ready to move to Lakewood Ranch and you're a little bit overwhelmed trying to decide which neighborhood is going to be best for you? Well, today we are starting our ultimate guide to Lakewood Ranch neighborhoods. There's over 50 neighborhoods in Lakewood Ranch and we want to talk about all of them. However, with 50, you're going to get really tired of hearing me talk, so we are going to divide this up into sections. Today, we are going to start with the original Lakewood Ranch. We're talking about neighborhoods that were built in the late 1990s and early 2000s. We're talking about location, communities, amenities, and why so many people love the original Lakewood Ranch. Let's get started. We are starting with the founding neighborhood of Lakewood Ranch, and that is Summerfield. Summerfield was built between 1995 and 2000. It was the very first neighborhood built here in Lakewood Ranch. And at the time, everyone was wondering, what are they doing building this new neighborhood and community on the other side of Interstate 75? Who would have guessed 30 years later that we now have over 52 communities? But if you're looking for lots of trees, convenient location, affordability, and you don't mind homes being a little dated or at this point, homes that are 30 years old have been remodeled, updated, modernized. And that is what you're going to find in Summerfield. There's over 1,300 homes in Summerfield. And the original builders were some of the top of the line builders. Bruce Williams Homes, AR Homes, Lee Weatherington, all built in Summerfield. And why people are choosing to remain in Summerfield after all these years? Well, one of the reasons is simply location. It is located minutes to downtown Lakewood Ranch. It is built off of Lakewood Ranch Boulevard, and so you're literally minutes to University Parkway, which leads you right under the interstate to University Town Center. So Summerfield is very, very convenient to everything. Summerfield has its own park and recreation area. So although there is not a centralized amenity center and we're not looking at pools and workout facilities, what you have is a lot of walkability. We have friendliness, convenience, and affordability right now here in Lakewood Ranch. Now, Summerfield, along with a number of the original communities, were non-gated. So you don't have to worry about going through the gates. And yes, it's still very, very safe here. So that is the #1 first neighborhood in all of Lakewood Ranch is Summerfield. The next neighborhoods that were developed right along Summerfield were Riverwalk and Greenbrook. I always say these are the founding three. These are beautiful neighborhoods in different sizes. Riverwalk is built along the Bradenton River and has nice size lots. Again, some of the top builders in Lakewood Ranch developed Riverwalk. And so the square footage on these homes are a little bit larger than the original Summerfield. Again, it is located right off Lakewood Ranch Boulevard and minutes to downtown Sarasota. Now moving on to Greenbrook, the third original neighborhood here. Greenbrook is a sprawling 1,200 home community as well. However, unlike Riverwalk and Summerfield located directly off of Lakewood Ranch Boulevard, Greenbrook is going to run east and west and is between Lakewood Ranch Boulevard and Lorraine Lakes. And there are so many little pocket neighborhoods within Greenbrook. I love Greenbrook, lots of trees, lots of privacy, lots of walking paths, and Greenbrook is going to have its own park as well. They have soccer fields, they have workout lawns. It's a really beautiful neighborhood. And I always say, whether you're looking for a $600,000 house or $1 million house, you can find that in Greenbrook. And again, the lot sizes are a little bit larger than what you're going to find in some of their new construction. The next neighborhood that I want to bring up on the original neighborhoods is Central Park. Central Park was primarily a Neil Builders neighborhood and features 800 homes behind gates. Now, this is one of the first real gated neighborhoods in Lakewood Ranch, and it is located a little further north. It's very convenient to elementary and middle schools. People love that. The amenities in Central Park are based around a 10-acre open field, and that includes tennis courts, splash pads, pavilion, playground equipment. So it's the first real amenities that we saw for Lakewood Ranch. Does not have resort pools like the new ones, but it is a beautiful neighborhood. The average price point in all of these original neighborhoods are going to be about $600,000, and the square footage is going to be anywhere from 1,400 square feet for just your entry-level home, all the way to about 2,700 for the larger homes in these neighborhoods. Now, as I was talking about, there's 50-some neighborhoods here in Lakewood Ranch, and some of them I'm going to dive into a little bit further than others. Some that I'm going to mention briefly that not talked about too often, but are great neighborhoods with limited amenities are Harmony, Woodleaf Hammock, and Bridgehampton. These are smaller gated neighborhoods that are still beautiful neighborhoods. Next, I want to talk about the neighborhoods that were built along University Parkway, such as Edgewater and Lakewood Ranch Golf and Country Club. These homes were developed in the early 2000s, and they're beautiful neighborhoods. Edgewater is located around 160-acre Lake Ulane, and it is walkable to downtown Lakewood Ranch. There are multiple sections of Edgewater, starting with the smaller area where the homes are going to be approximately 1,500 to 2,000 square feet. Then we have sections that are much larger where you're going to see the homes be 3,000 square feet. Now, the thing to keep in mind in Edgewater, again, is these homes now are about 20 to 25 years old, and they're starting to show their age as far as interior finishes and whether they are as open and expansive interiorly as what today's modern home buyers are looking for. Also, these homes were built with tile roofs, and many of them are now getting brand new roofs as they're reaching that 25-year-old mark. But again, the convenience of Edgewater to downtown and to downtown Waterside Place makes Edgewater one of my absolute favorite neighborhoods in the original neighborhoods. Country Club of Lakewood Ranch is a special neighborhood with over 3,000 homes, and it has taken 20 years to complete this beautiful neighborhood. What is so special about Country Club isn't that it's just a country club, because yes, it has the best country club in this area with 4 individual golf courses and 3 clubhouses. And if you're looking just for socialization, you don't have to be a golfer, so you can join just as a social member. But the nicest thing about living in Country Club is that you're living on beautiful courses, but you do not have to be a member. Many of the courses throughout Lakewood Ranch, and we're going to talk a little bit about golf courses next, but most of the golf courses in Lakewood Ranch, golf is part of your deeded package. In Lakewood Ranch Golf and Country Club and in Lakewood Ranch East, you can live in beautiful country club lifestyle without paying country club fees. So if you're just someone that wants beautiful vistas, beautifully appointed, well-built homes with some of the area's best home builders, definitely Country Club and Country Club East will fit the bill. Now, as I mentioned, in Country Club and Country Club East, golf is not required. We do have a number of existing communities where golf does come with the deed of your property. For instance, Lakewood National. Lakewood National is a Lennar-built neighborhood built off of Ulane Road to the north. Now, this is a completed neighborhood, and Lennar has built beautiful country club lifestyle. But as said, every home has a membership. So every door owner has the right to play the course. There is a system to sign up, so it's a little bit harder to get on the greens, especially during season. But also within Lakewood National, they have state-of-the-art amenities. This is where we really started to see amenities flourish in Lakewood Ranch. There is a beautiful resort pool with waterfall. There is a clubhouse fitness center, there is hairstylist, massage therapist. You can get everything done right there, and as well as one of the few communities that has a restaurant on site. So if you love golf, you don't want to pay high membership fees, and you're fine with the membership running with your home, which a lot of people are, this is a beautiful neighborhood for you. And as we're talking about golf, I also would be very remiss if I did not really dive into Lakewood Ranch's original Esplanade. Now, if you follow my videos, you know Esplanades are very popular in our area and throughout the state of Florida because it's really geared towards active adults. This is not a 55+ community in the slightest. However, I will say it really caters to people that want to be active year round. The original Esplanade does have homes that are golf deeded. Now, the nice thing is not every home is golf deeded. So if you love Esplanades because they have great tennis, great pickleball, great clubhouse, great activities, social director, but you're not a golfer, this is perfect for you because there's plenty of homes in the area that are non-golf deeded. Now, this original Esplanade is now reaching about 10 years of completion, so the homes are starting to feel slightly more dated. And in the original Esplanade, we also have condos, which we do not see in the current Esplanade. So if you're looking for that second home, this is a great option. Or if you don't need a big sprawling home, but you love the amenities of an Esplanade, then the original Esplanade with their condos and townhomes may be ideal. Now, for condos in the area, expect to pay around $500,000 and up, where the single family homes are going to be between $750,000 and $1.5 million for that age range and that style of home. And they have all the popular floor plans that you know and love today, such as the Lazio model, the Palazzo model, and the Farnese. So there is the original heart of Lakewood Ranch in Lakewood Ranch Esplanade. So we talked about a handful of the original or completely established neighborhoods. All these neighborhoods that we're talking about today have been completely sold out, some for years, some just in the last year or two. A few others that we haven't talked about is Palisades, which is a D.R. Horton neighborhood. And D.R. Horton and Lennar are very large developers here in our area and have been for some time. As I mentioned, Lakewood National is a Lennar-built neighborhood. They also have neighborhoods such as Polo Run. D.R. Horton has a neighborhood aside from Palisades of Solera, and they build in various communities, and they build a number of homes because they have the best price point for the area. Most D.R. Horton homes are going to start below $500,000, usually between $400,000 and $500,000 here in 2025. Lennar is going to be a little bit higher than that. You are getting a little bit higher level of finishes in original Lennar neighborhoods. So they do continue to build. Well, you may ask, is there any actual real 55 communities built in Lakewood Ranch? And the answer is yes. Now, the one established 55+ community that is sold out is original Del Webb. This is located off of State Road 70. The front gates are off of State Road 70, but the nice thing is the back gates are off of Masters. So it is very convenient to Lorraine Road, University Parkway, downtown Lakewood Ranch, downtown Waterside, and it has some of the best amenities around. It has a very vibrant water volleyball group. It has really great pickleball, and it has that activities director that is always planning something. So whether you just want to pick up a game of bunco, learn how to play mahjong, or you want to create your own social calendar and find things for others in your neighborhood to do, you can do that all in Del Webb. All right, I'm gonna wrap up today's video talking about two additional established communities here in Lakewood Ranch. One is Mallory Park, which Mallory Park was built by Devasta Homes. And this is a beautiful neighborhood for all ages and stages of life. They have townhomes, single family homes, two-story homes, ranch style homes. There are amenities there, but what I find people love is the location. It is located a little further to the north. However, it's right across from an elementary school. It is minutes to downtown Sarasota and minutes to State Road 64 or State Road 70. And there's so many new restaurants, dining, activities along State Road 64. And this neighborhood is becoming more and more popular. I have so many people that are starting to reach out and say, hey, I've been researching Mallory Park. Tell me a little bit about this. And I encourage people to take a look because the home sizes are really nice in Mallory Park. The average price point in Mallory Park is going to be about $700,000 for the single family homes, and the townhomes are going to be around $400,000. So you can see there's something for everyone in Mallory Park, and it's a very good builder, and you're going to love it. These are some of the most popular established neighborhoods here in Lakewood Ranch. As I mentioned, with over 50 neighborhoods, it's hard to go into each one of them without just being too lengthy. So in the next video, we are going to dive into all the new construction neighborhoods and what's coming to the area. As I mentioned, I did not dive into every single neighborhood in Lakewood Ranch. I can, if you'd like, give me a call. Let's talk about what neighborhood is going to be right for you. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, always work with an expert.